Hey guys, how's it going? This is Cardinal Bird 5, and today we finally have Alex Reyes' debut. Played a couple games last night, could not get him. Finally got him this morning when I hopped on. We're playing Miami Cuban team. He's pitching 94 Nolan Ryan. He has the D. Gordon, Jose Ramirez, creative player, Victor Martinez, the chipper, Ken Griffey, Cal, and Blackman. We have David Wright back on our lineup, going with a compact swing. And we're going to have Alex Reyes on the mound. And plus, this is Mauer's YouTube debut. I've been using him a few games. Really like the card. I think I might, keep my cap at shortstop. I don't have Cal on the team currently, and I have Seager at second, so it's kind of what we're doing. To begin the game, he tries to drag bunt with D. Gordon. Does that even work anymore this year? But he tried it. I don't know. Whatever. So that's the first out. And I decided to go ahead and pitch with strike zone. I was doing so much grinding in the strike zone view that I kind of got used to it, so I just kept with it. And I was pretty accurate with it this game, and I started to pitch better the last few days compared to the offset. So I think it was 3 pitches, 3 outs. He pretty much swung at everything. So I knew he was going to be an aggressive hitter. And my opponent had all switch hitters and lefties besides Cal Ripken. So I think if he would have had more righties, you could see Alex Reyes, use the slider a little bit more, and I think he would have been even more, could have shown off his stuff a little bit more to righties. Anyways, this first inning we lead off with a double. We get thrown out trying to steal third, trying to be aggressive. I'm trying to get some stolen bases because they got the packs and all that. I normally don't steal too much. And then we strike out with Trout. We're striking out way too much with Trout. I don't know if it's the plate vision or I'm just trying too hard or whatever, but go ahead and go to the next inning. Work it to a full count. We throw a fastball down and on the hands. And that's just going to pop him up to Joe Mauer back there behind the plate. And then now here's the Chipper Jones. We get it to an 0-2 count. And we throw a curveball. It's under the strike zone. Get in the chase. Alex Reyes has a pretty good curveball. I like his curveball. His slider, wish it was a little better, but it got the job done. I like his slider. His changeup's a little bit harder, but it's still about a 10-mile-an-hour difference. So all of his stuff is really good. His per-nines are there. Everything is good about this card. There's the slider. You can run it in on the hands of lefties. You can also run it away from righties. It's a doable pitch. It's a good 5th pitch. It's not like it has 50 break. I'm not sure what the break is. It might be 60 or 70. But he throws so hard, you have to respect his fastball. You're going to be out in front a little bit if you're swinging early, and you throw that slider. Anyways, he does get kind of a weak base hit here, and then we throw a sinker in on the hands. Could have got it in a little bit better, and that's the Cal Ripken. I didn't throw the sinker as much to lefties. Kind of used it more on the righties and on the hands. Like I said, he only really had one righty. I can't remember his Nolan Ryan, I guess, as a pitcher, but that don't really count. Anyways, Bellinger comes up. We get a late swing, but it was over the middle of the plate, and we hammered it to opposite field for a leadoff double. And then Dawson comes up, 1-2 count, and get a curveball. Good timing, but I was under it a little bit. He was getting really predictable with the Nolan Ryan. He was throwing a lot of off speed early in the count, and then when he got to 2 strikes, he would try to sneak in the fastball here and there. He wasn't really mixing up his pitches too well with Nolan Ryan, in my opinion. And we get a guy to third base, and this is Corey Seager. And I think that was a fastball away. He tried to sneak a fastball there and just went with it. And we're also playing at All-American Ballpark. I used to play at this park in MLB 12 and 13 a lot, so I don't know, trying something different. Anyway, Seager gets a big home run for us. We go up 2-0. And the next batter, Joe Mauer. I think Joe Mauer should have had like 4 hits this game, and I'm hitting like 500 with him. He's doing really well. I like the Joe Mauer. I think he is worth it. If you have to choose between him and Cal, I would probably go with Mauer, even though Cal's defense is amazing, but you can just put your cap at short. Anyways, we get a strikeout there with Reyes, and then look at that fastball, 98 miles an hour. Alex Reyes is really smooth as well. Very smooth delivery, easy to control. So you can see here, I'm just tying him up. There's a sinker in on the hands. That was his pitcher, so we're getting a couple strikeouts, and the D. Gordon comes up. They're trying to throw some high fastballs. I don't know what happened here. My guy would not lock in, so he gets kind of a BS hit. And of course, it's always D. Gordon or Lou Brock getting those type of hits as well. Anyways, we do a slide step, hitting our spots really well. And look at this, Mauer throwing out D. Gordon. Go sit down, son. Go back to the dugout. And we're still up 2-0. Reyes is looking sharp. I love the card art. He's a Cardinal. I love everything about the card. So I'm really liking the card. Anyways, we broke our bat here, even though, we pulled it. I don't know. That's kind of weird. I might PC on it too. Just kind of those random broken bats. We had just late timing, but we ran it out because the cap had 99 speed. Tried to do a hit and run here. Actually, I was going to steal, and he got a late jump, so I was just trying to protect the runner. Almost worked out, but we hit kind of a weak liner to left field. We're able to get back though. And then Trout comes up, and it's me. Not doing too well, but that's my fault. I should have turned on that fastball. He just kind of tied me up with that fastball. And it's still 2-0 at this point. So you can see Reyes, I'm hitting my spot. That sinker down and in. Opponent, I couldn't really get a feel for his bat speed. Every now and then he'd have an early bat. And I knew he wasn't no all-star. People are trolling when they put those all-star pennant race banners up there. Really wasn't sure what his rank was, but it was pretty early in the morning, so I opened up my matchmaking all the way. So I really didn't know what to expect. I was just trying to get a game in. Anyways, we get a weak fly out there, and then here's a slider. Get him to chase that, and I believe that was his cap. That's an easy infield pop-up to Bellinger. Liking the Bellinger a lot, guys. I don't recommend him if you're not good at squaring up pitches, getting the piece down the ball, but if you can square up pitches and you feel like you get cheated out a lot of home runs with the top spin, he's pretty good. I also like Freeman and Votto, but I like Bellinger the best out of all. And Bellinger also has good speed for a first baseman as well. And I believe he throws left-handed as well, so that's a plus to me. Yeah, he does throw left-handed, as we can see there. We get another strikeout, and Reyes is just cruising. 2-0 at this point. We're taking all the way here. Go ahead and draw a walk. That was Bellinger drawing a walk on 4 straight. You see my opponent, he's starting off with a lot of changeups early in the count, and then he'll try to sneak in that fastball. He's more willing to sneak in that fastball right on righty, and I was waiting for it here. He threw one down and in, and Dawson just turned on it, hit it off the building. So I like in this park. I used to play on it. I played at this park a while back, but I do like I like this one on Oak Street a lot. And you can see we had good timing, centered that one up. So we're up 4-0, and then Maurer comes up. That wasn't Maurer, that was Seager. If you guys also have not noticed, my entire infield all has a compact swing. Bellinger, Corey Seager, created player, David Wright, and Joe Maurer all have a compact swing. There's some other options out there like Jonathan Scope. I could also get the Correa. For my outfield though, I'm probably going to keep the ones I have because their defense is so good as well. Like I don't want to put somebody like George Springer, or I could get the Ted Williams. I could also get Blackman if I really want to go out for all compact swing team. But I like the defense in Dawson, and Dawson doesn't really have that much topspin. Griffey has some, so and Trout doesn't really have any either. So I don't know. I like my outfit. I don't really want to change it. The only thing I've been considering is maybe going and picking up that All-Star. I think he was an All-Star, the Beltran again. But I think I might just wait because I'm sure they're going to release another one. Not really going to sure who's going to be set out though. I don't know if it's going to be Trout or Griffey or Dawson. They're all doing really well for me. Anyways, talking about Alex Reyes again, we get to 0-2 count. Trying to throw that slider in on the hands. Now we're going back to the, what's this? That was a curveball. You guys can see the curveball is pretty good. I think that's his most break for all of his pitches. It's kind of like Kershaw's curveball or something. It's a really good curveball, 12-6 curveball. 3-1 count. We paint that sinker. Fell behind here. You see my pitch count's still pretty low though, and he went ahead and did a practice swing. 3-2 count. Go with a fastball in on the hands. We missed our spot a little bit, but I think he swung under it and it was late. That's going to be a weak fly out. I mean, Reyes, you can honestly just dominate with fastball, changeup combo. You can do fastball slider. You can just dominate with a sinker slider. I mean, he has everything. I mean, he's kind of like, I don't know. I like him more than somebody like Arrieta because his, he actually has like a real slider. Arrieta is more of like a cutter, and I like his pitch speeds, and he throws a lot harder than Arrieta. His four-seamer can get all the way up to 100. So I don't know. I really like this Reyes card, and his per-nines are good too. I think his per-nines are around what Arrieta's are. Anyways, we get another strikeout, so you guys can see I'm getting strikeouts to Reyes even against lefties and switch hitters. And then Kenny Powers comes up. He's been throwing a lot of circle changes away, kind of just set on it and went with it. Almost every time early in the count, he would try to throw them. And about 50-50 when he got ahead of the count, he would try to sneak a fastball in. And then he brought in Doolittle. We're just reacting here. I don't think I was looking for this pitch. I think I just reacted. And Griffey, lefty on lefty, hits one opposite field. That was a good hit. I'm still trying to figure out a good approach for Ken Griffey, lefty on lefty. I don't know if I want to be more aggressive, more patient, try to go more oppo, try to pull it. Obviously, I should base my decision, off my opponent, what he's doing that game. But just a general, more solid approach, I think would do me better. Because I looked at my stats the other day, I'm only hitting like 200 versus lefties, which is terrible. I usually hit fine lefty on lefty. Anyways, Bellinger gets a hit here, and then Dawson comes up. Slider got farther inside than what I expected, and it's going to be a weak fly out to center. I do like the Doolittle though. I have Doolittle on my team. I think he's one of the best lefty specialists. I don't know. I like him a little bit more than. I'm not a huge fan of like Britton this year for whatever reason. And then here's another slider away. We just went with it, Corey Seager. So you can see all three of our lefties got hits off of him. Griffey, Bellinger, and Seager. So, I don't know. Doolittle is good. And then Wright comes up. He went ahead and brought in Osuna. I think I actually had good timing on this, and I don't know if I squared it up. It was just kind of a weak liner to center field, though. And that's going to go ahead and do it for the inning. So we're up 6-0 at this point. Again, I'm trying to show you longer bats while I'm pitching with Reyes here. And then we throw a fastball in on the hands. You can tell he didn't get the PCI over. Had decent timing. That's Charlie Blackmon. And that's going to be a fly out to right field. And for whatever reason, he decided to leave Osuna in. We start him off with a slider away. I believe that was a slider away. Maybe it was a changeup. But anyways, it's going to be an easy play for our created guy over at short. Kenny Powers making them play. He was using his bullpen up a lot, so maybe that's why he left his pitcher in. Not sure. And then we get to a 2-2 count with D. Gordon. And here's a slider. Bam, look at that. Struck him out. So I think we ended up with, or so far at this point, I think we have 6 or 7 strikeouts of Reyes. And then next inning, we get a, look at that ball just carry. I'm telling you, that compact swing, the balls just, they stay up and they carry. That's Mauer hit in the gap there for a double. Honestly, like I said, Mauer could have had 3 or 4 hits this game. Reyes came up. I'm going to go ahead and leave him in. I'm going to get the runner over to third, bunt towards the third base side, bring that third baseman in so we can advance him. There's no one to cover third there. And that's going to bring up Kenny Powers, who's 3 for 3, who's a triple away from the cycle. And he hits one deep, and he makes a nice play. That could have been a triple if he didn't catch that and went off the wall. That could have been a triple. We could have got the cycle there. But we got the sac fly, and we get another run tacked on. So that's going to be 7-0. 3-1 count here with Griffey, next batter. Just take it there. He was, I don't know if this guy was using meter pitching or if he's just scared to pitch, or I don't know if he's just trying to be too careful. There's another walk to Trout. 3-0, I'm taking all the way. And then Bellinger has a double single, I think a couple walks this game. Got me looking at a changeup there. That was a 50-50 call, good pitch by him. And he gets out of the inning, 7-0. And then we're still cruising to Reyes. I want to get the complete game shutout, but he got injured. Yeah, he got injured. That sucks. I'm just thankful that I got 6 innings with him, so at least I got the quality start. I went ahead and brought Doolittle in because he had like a lot of lefties and switch hitters. So there, at least I got 6 innings for you guys. I wish I could have shown more. I really think I could have got the complete game shutout versus this opponent. And anyways, we'll go ahead and continue the gameplay here. Another full count. We're able to hold up our swing with Dawson, work a walk. And then he brings in Rivero, and we're right on it. But it's going to be an unlucky line-out double play to first base. I hate those. Those are really annoying. And then he's just going to walk David Wright for whatever reason. I think he fell behind 3-0 or 3-1. And you know how Wright crushes lefties. He wanted to go after Mauer here. And the first pitch, you know, we made pretty good contact here. I thought maybe this was going to go out. Man, that was a good hit by Mauer. Like I said, Mauer should have had a couple more hits. I was on everything of Mauer. I've been on everything of Mauer. He's been hitting everything. I'm thinking about getting Molina to platoon with him, like just for late game situations. And then I can always hit Molina for lefty. I don't know, just more for late game situations, and I can also put Molina in for the defense because I have 5 pinch hitters and I hardly ever use them all. So I don't know, I might do that. Plus, I'm trying to kind of make an all Cardinal team too, potentially later. So I'm trying to get a couple other Cardinal players like Cepeda, Ozzy. Hopefully the Jim Edmonds comes out soon. So that might be another incentive to go and get Molina. Anyways, we get a single there with Votto, and then we bring in Lou Brock. He's still second. And we get kind of jammed here, but his center field's playing so deep. It's going to fall in front of him. I could have, you know, took a risk there, but I wanted to make sure it dropped. So Lou Brock only advanced to third. So we got 99 speed on second and third. Griffey's up right now. He hits him. Man, I think I had like 8 walks this game, and he hit like 2 or 3 batters. So, and then there's another walk, 3-2 count. Again, I'm not really sure what he's doing. And now Bellinger's up. He brings in Chapman. Here's a wild pitch. That is my creative player, so he's going to score. And that's going to make it 9-0. So all we need is a sac fly or base hit or something in this game. 3-2 count on Bellinger. And he went with a high end fastball. A little late on it. That's not going to be deep enough to score a run. And then next batter, Andre Dawson comes up. He decides to go ahead and walks in. Probably a smart move. And he's going to go after Corey Seager. And again, all I need is a sac fly or a base hit or something. Seager already has a home run and a single. He kind of left a fastball over the middle of the plate. And Seager's going to get enough of this to get that sac fly. And that's going to go ahead and end the game. So 10-0. I know the game wasn't super exciting, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching the Reyes gameplay. He's a really solid pitcher, really fun. I recommend doing the program just to get him. It's really not that bad. It's going to cost you a little bit, you know, for the future stars, but you guys can always sell some back. Just don't lock them in right away. All your future stars, make sure you get the Reyes and Buxton and the Josh Bell before you lock them in. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoy the gameplay. This is card number 5 signing out. Peace.